So we're outside, and it looks like to me we're all cleaned up and dressed. Are we going somewhere?
Yes, we are. A
Where are
fun
we
day
going?
on a beautiful day. We are going to Bigfork, Montana, a big town of Bigfork.
Yeah, it's right there at the top of Flathead Lake, isn't it?
Yes, and Flathead Lake is gorgeous. And if you ever come to Montana, you've got to go to Flathead Lake.
We're going to show them that in this video a little bit,
yes.
aren't we? Yeah.
And Bigfork is the cutest little town you ever saw, so you have to come along and see that. And we're going to go on the Bigfork Nature Trail, right?
It's a trail that follows right along Swan River, which flows out of Swan Lake, and it flows into Flathead Lake.
Yes, and it's a gorgeous day, so come along with us.
Yeah, we are the Redhead and the Preacher, full-time RVers from Dallas, Texas, and we hope you will come along by subscribing and hitting that bell, and you'll be notified of future videos. Let's get on the trail. We began the Swan River Nature Trail. It was built early in the 20th century as a road, but it was replaced by a modern highway, and so it became a trail for people such as us.
And all along the trail, this is the sound that you're going to hear. It is just beautiful, so relaxing. A fast-moving river that the water sounds were just amazing that we enjoyed.
Right, the whole way along, this is the view and the sound that we had. It was a picturesque day all the way around.
The road that we followed was really wide for a trail, so therefore it was great during the pandemic because even though there were other people on the trail, there was plenty of room. We did go off the trail here.
We always do that.
we always
take the little side paths.
And see the beautiful wildflowers. And here's Bruce going up the trail, coming back up to the main trail. And more wildflowers. These things were amazing. I have no idea what they were, but they were so pretty. Bruce said they looked like grapes.
Yeah, bunches of grapes. You couldn't stop taking pictures of them.
I know, they were so pretty. Here's Swan Lake that's flowing down into Swan River that we followed along.
Swan River actually begins 90 miles upstream in Gray Wolf Lake.
And yeah, that far that it flows, then it goes down into, and park benches along the way. And then it flows down in, and toilets too, which are a great plus. And then it flows down into the Flathead Lake, which is amazingly beautiful, that we're going to show you in a little bit. Here now is Swan Lake. So picturesque and just so calm and peaceful. Could have a nice picnic lunch there if you wanted to carry everything all that way up there. The trail is 2 miles in and 2 miles out if you don't take any little side paths like we did.
It's a nice trail the whole way, very comfortable with all the amenities along the way that you might need. It's comfortable for cyclists.
Yeah, and this is the little town of Bigfork. And a Bigfork, to me, just looks like a little storybook community.
That's what they call it, I think.
Yeah, and it's one of the 100 best small art towns in the nation. And it has world-class galleries there and Broadway caliber theater. Now, there was hardly any parking, so we didn't get out. There was lots of people roaming around because of the pandemic. We did not go into any of the shops, but it would be a great place when this thing is over to go back and visit these little stores. Would have been so much fun.
Yeah, they've done a great job of maintaining their original architecture, but they've updated the buildings and made them look new and very nice.
Just so pretty. And it's, of course, right on a Swan River and Swan Lake. So if you're into fishing, this would be a great place to come and to make it as your headquarters. This is Swan River now, going into the Flathead Lake. And there's the Flathead Lake that is just so beautiful.
It's kind of cloudy that day.
It started out nice, but started getting cloudy. But there's lots of boating and fishing and anything water-wise in this area. And this was only just a few miles from our park that we were staying in Columbia Falls. We had a really nice hike today, but it was really hot.
Hot and longer than we anticipated.
Yes, because you know why? Because we go off the trail and we don't keep on the trail the whole time, which probably we shouldn't do, because we did see something that I cannot stand. Snake.
Oh, it was long. It must have been 2 feet. It was scary, I'm telling you.
It was scary enough for me, I'll tell you. But following along and hearing the sound of the waterfalls almost the whole way, it was beautiful.
It was fun.
And we really had a good day.
A lot of people on the trail, cyclists and a preschool group, and all of them had bikes with training wheels, and it's a very popular trail, very nice. We're glad you came along, and just remember to subscribe, and that way you can come along on all future videos. God bless each and every one of you, and remember, may God bless America.